In this screencast, I'm going to be demonstrating how you can set up a slide that enables users to interact in a slightly different way with an image or a diagram. It's called an annotated diagram, and what I'm going to do is go to Insert, and then onto Interactivity, and down to Annotated Diagram. So I'm going to select an image by importing the media. I'm going to choose a jellyfish for this example. You can see the image is loading up. So what Annotated Diagram lets you do is set up areas within the image that you'd like to have the user explore. The difference between an annotated diagram and a hotspot image is that in a hotspot the user has to explore and has to find the hotspots themselves before they get the descriptive text. With an annotated diagram, you have a list of headings on the side of the screen which match up to certain areas on the image. And when the user clicks on the heading, they're given some explanatory text and they're shown on the image the area where that corresponds to. So exactly in the same way that we did with the hotspot images, we're going to create a new hotspot. So we click onto New Hotspot, down the bottom, and you see that we get a hotspot appear on the left hand side. So here I'm going to call this tentacles, and let's give a description, and then a new hotspot. And we can then position these images. So again, we can move the hotspot to the section we want, and then the water, position that anywhere, and let's have one more in there. So let's call it the head of the jellyfish. I'm not sure if that's accurate. Okay. So what we get now when we click Publish and then jump to the slide we want is a list of headings on the left hand side here, and as the user clicks on each image or each heading, they point to a certain area on the image and then get a description. So this is particularly useful if you're creating a virtual case. You could have an image of an animal, for example. You could have then different headings corresponding to different parts of the body. You could then have the physical exam findings in the explanatory text that correspond to that body region, and the heading would point to the particular body region you're interested in. So that's one example of a good use of an annotated diagram.